What's up, and welcome to Unspoken Conversations. I'm James Crow, and here we talk about issues and situations that are in plain sight. Things that people hate to talk about, but it needs to be said, from relationships, families, friends, and life. Our goal is to shed light and understanding so that just maybe we can start to rebuild relationships, families, and ultimately, our communities. What's up, and welcome back, guys. In this episode, I want to talk to the ladies. Ladies, how is it that a man can be paying the bills, whether he's paying the majority of them or some of them or all of them, right? How is it that a man can be paying the bills, taking care of his things around the house, taking care of you and the kids, but yet every little thing that he does for himself with his money, you want to flip out and bitch and complain and nag him because you don't like what he likes that he's doing with his money? Why is this? Why is this? What the fuck's going on here? Really? Okay, so here's where this comes from. If a man has a hobby in cars is the example, because I have another example later on, but I'm starting this with cars because a lot of men like cars. If a man has a hobby in cars and you don't like cars, why is it that everything this man buys for his car, you have a fucking problem? Now, let me say this. I understand if this man is skipping the rent to buy car parts. I understand that. But if this man is putting money in to his car parts and it's his money, and this man is paying his portion of the bills or all the bills or what the fuck ever, if he's paying the bills and ain't nothing slipping, why you got your mouth open when he does for himself? Who the fuck do you think you are? Are you this man's mama? Are you God himself? Why do you do this? Why do y'all do this? Fellas, why do y'all let y'all's women do this? Why do y'all let anybody treat you like that? Why? You know what I'm saying? You can't stand up. You can't, you know what I'm saying? Let me get off of that. But ladies, follow me on this. Follow me on this real quick, right? A man is supposed to have a task. Every man is supposed to have a task. He's supposed to have a goal. He's supposed to have ambition to do something, any fucking thing. He's supposed to have something that he sees and he's supposed to focus and go for it. He's supposed to, every man, right? A ship without a destination is lost at sea and it will bump into everything until eventually it sinks. Every ship on the water needs a destination. Has to. A man needs a destination. He needs a destination. How can you follow him if he ain't got nowhere to go? You know what I'm saying? So if he can put together a task or a goal or a dream, and he can figure out a plan to make it, to fulfill it, all you got to do is watch him fulfill it. A good woman, a great woman could amp him up to get it done that much faster. Baby, you got this. Whatever your plans is, I got you. You got this. You're worth it. You can make it happen. Whether that be this man's car, whether that be this man's business, whether that be this man's paycheck, his job, whatever it is, you supposed to be a good woman. It's supposed to be able to amp this man up and make him stand on all 10 toes and get the shit done, regardless of what it is. Now, if that's the case and this man needs a task and he's handling his fucking business, the least you can do is let him have what he likes and loves. That's the least you can do. The least you can do is let him have what he likes and love and back him. If this man wants to go put $1,000 exhaust on his car and he done paid all the bills and he done handled all his shit, and this man ain't really buying him clothes like he should be, but he wants to go buy exhaust, you might feel like, I'm getting sick and tired of seeing you need busted ass clothes, but you gonna go spend $1,000 on exhaust. You might feel like that, but do yourself a favor. Shut the hell up. Don't say that. Don't say that. Why? Because to some of us men, we don't care about the clothes. We don't care about the things that you care about. For us, especially, sometimes you care about us looking better, but sometimes what makes us happy, what makes us content, what makes us want to get up and go do it all over again for you and these kids is the fact that I get to sometimes do what I like and love. Sometimes do what I like and love. So when y'all take that away from a man, What ambition does he have to go get it for y'all if he can't get nothing for himself? That don't make sense to you? That make no sense to you? Come on now. Give your man a little bit of leeway. Give him a little bit of leeway. And don't bitch. Don't complain. Don't get to snapping out. Let that man live a little bit. Whatever it is. If the man likes shoes, buy him a pair. You ain't got to buy him all the time, but buy him a pair. Let him know that you love what he's got going on, that you appreciate everything he does for you, and that you're okay with him doing for him because he does so much for you and the kids. Let him do it. Let him do it and watch what he does for you. Watch the amount of sacrifice this dude turns up for you because you appreciated him. You allowed him to live out his dream and his goal. Watch what he does for you. He'll turn up even more. But you motherfuckers don't get it. You want to say, why did you spend all that money? You just bought a pair of rims yesterday. Or last week. Now you're buying a new hood for your car. Now you're doing. So now you can be my mama. You can tell me what to do with my money. Right? Did you forget I moved out of my mama's house? And now you want to be my mama? I can move out of another house too. Stop it. Don't do that. Don't do that. Ladies, take just listen to a few men. If you can talk to a man that ain't your man, and maybe you can ask him, what is it about a man that has to be buying things? What is it about the man he got to be doing something? He got to be spending money. Ask him. Ask these different dudes and see what it is. I have way too many damn cars. Way too many damn cars. Can't even drive them all. But guess whose money went into them? Do you know how big of a dick my woman would have to be if she says, you got too many cars, you need to sell them, you need to, all right. So what you're doing is you're running the risk of tearing up this relationship, because who are you to tell me what I need to get rid of? You get what I'm saying? Especially when it didn't affect you for me to purchase them. It didn't affect the family at all for me to get them or even have them. It's not affecting the family. So now you're just playing, what you're doing is you're telling me that my things are not important to you and you want me to get rid of my things. Who do you want me to be? Who do you want me to be? And that's what you need to ask yourself. By telling this man what he needs to get rid of, what he needs to, if the dude's saying the same thing to the woman, then the same rules apply. But that's typically not what happens. Typically, when a woman don't like a certain thing a man is doing, she nags and she bitches for him to get rid of this. He needs to get rid of that. This is in the way. That's in the way. You got 4 motorcycles in the garage. Why don't you get rid of some of those motorcycles? Why don't you shut the fuck up? Why don't you get rid of some of them clothes in the closet? You know what I'm saying? You got 37 bras. You only got two boobs. You got one set of boobs. You got 37 bras. But if he was talking like that, it'd be a problem, right? So y'all really need to think about that shit. If a man ain't telling you why you get your nails done all the time, he ain't talking to you like that, then why you talking to him about his things? Let this man like and love what he likes and loves. Appreciate the man for what he does for the family. Now, if this man ain't doing nothing for the family and he ain't bringing no food in the house and he ain't bringing no ends in the house for bills and for things to get done, I understand your frustration. I completely understand your frustration. Get him, because now he's fucking off. He's being a boy. But if this man is being a man and he's handling business, stop bitching at this dude. Stop bitching at this dude. Let this dude handle his business. Let him do what he's gonna do. You know what I mean? If this man is handling his business and he decides he want to go buy a $10,000 pair of rims, I don't recommend that. But if that's what this man wants to do, let him go do it. If he handles all the bills and y'all ain't never starving and he ain't never got no shit going on to where y'all in a rut here and there, he's handling business, whatever he decides to spend his money on, figure out a way to make it work for him. You get what I'm saying? Baby, I know you've been wanting them rims. You've been doing so good. You've been handling us and the family so good. You've been handling this household so fucking nice. Baby, you deserve it. Baby, you deserve it. Imagine being me, right? And my woman says, baby, you've been handling your business so nice. I know you got your podcast shit going on. You've been handling business. You've been making sure the bills get paid. You done paid off this car. You done paid off that car, and you did it all in the same year. And you didn't run them out for the next 2-3 years that they were supposed to. You paid them off, both of them, 2 and 3 years early. You deserve. You know what I'm saying? You want that $3,000 camera? You deserve it. You deserve it. Spend the money, or I'll get it for you. What you mean? Spend it, or I'll get it for you. Imagine this woman said, Are you going to get you a camera? And I say, yeah, not right now, though. Not right now. I got a couple other things that I'm focusing on. This woman don't give, she may not give a fuck about the actual podcast equipment, but what she cares about is me. If my woman said, baby, I got something for you. Check out this camera. Check it. Open this right here. And I open this, and it's a fucking camera. Imagine what she just did to me. She didn't give a fuck about the camera. She gave a fuck about me. Imagine that. Imagine if it was my entire setup, just piece by piece. Now, I'm not saying she bought the whole thing. I'm not saying a woman was to buy this or my woman was to buy that. What I'm saying is imagine if that was the situation. Imagine if your woman, if my woman was to buy me $1,000 piece of equipment or a $300 piece of equipment. Imagine what that would do to the dude. Do you know the type of turn up that he would have for her? You ladies is doing this shit all wrong. Y'all doing it wrong. Y'all putting him in a situation where he don't want to do for you because you won't let him do for himself. Why should I pay $150 for your nails if I can't even get me something that I like? You see what you did? You put limitations on him, so he's got to put limitations on you. It's only right. Stop doing that shit. Turn up for that dude. Make sure that dude feels loved and appreciated, and watch what he does for you. Stop doing the shit backwards. Get out your fucking feelings and listen to what's going on. Get out your fucking feelings. Look at what's going on. Look long enough to see what this man really likes and loves. And when you see what he likes and loves, contribute. If that man wants $1,000 exhaust, baby, I ain't got $1,000, but here's $200. Baby, that's $200. You keep your money. But I just wanted to contribute. I wanted to show you that I want to pitch in towards your goal. You deserve it. Baby, for real? Yeah, baby, here. I would give you more, but I don't have none. I don't have no more right now. The fact that you're willing to pitch in, that motherfucker's going to turn up. He's going to show you a level of love and attention that is fucking greater than that goddamn exhaust. Because it was what you put in, not the amount. It was what you put in. You didn't give a fuck about this, but you put it in for me because you felt some type of way for me. That speaks volumes. And some of you motherfuckers, I want to say some of you bitches don't get it. I want to say that, but I ain't going to do that because some of y'all are women. Y'all just don't understand what you're doing wrong. You don't understand that. When you put the time into making this man feel good, he's going to do something different for you. We know when a woman is worth it. And when she's worth it, we'll go above and beyond for her. But when you try to make us do for you and you put us in a position to make us feel worthless and we can't do what we want to do for us, then that takes away the value that we see in you. And then we slowly start to treat you differently. Yeah. So if you the type of woman that would tell your man, baby, you need to get rid of that car, and you know this man loves that car, and you can speak on that car, baby, you ain't doing nothing with that car. Why don't you sell it? Why don't you shut the fuck up? Why would you tell that man to sell his car? You know that man loves that car. Or you know that man loves that gaming PC or his setup. You know that man loves his podcasting setup or whatever it is. You know that man loves this shit. Why would you speak on his shit like that? You know what I'm saying? And that's where so many of y'all go wrong. Now, it's some dudes who's doing the same shit, and the same rules apply. You bogus as hell if you telling your woman to get rid of shit that she likes and loves. There's some dudes that do that shit too, but I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about women. This initial topic was about the women who the man will be handling his business and handling the family, and y'all will try to get him to only focus on you and the kids, disregarding the fact that he's got to live too. This man is providing for you and his kids, but the moment he tries to provide for him, it's a problem. That's fucked up. That's bogus. And I don't think that's cool. I really don't think that's cool. If I was in a relationship and my woman brought to my attention and she didn't like that I was doing this, and this for me, I don't give a fuck what it was. I don't care if it was $1,000 pair of shoes, which I am not going to do. But if that's what it was, we'd have a whole ass problem. She said, why do you keep spending your money on these freaking shoes? Why do you keep buying $1,000 shoes? That's not smart. That's this. Who the fuck are you talking to? Why would you do that to me? Why would you put me down for what I want? I don't care what it is I want. Why would you put me down for what I want? You get what I'm saying? Especially if it's my money, not your money. If you got your account and I got my account and we got our account, as long as I'm not diminishing our account, diminishing our account, I'm not completely killing our account. You shouldn't have your mouth open about what I'm doing with my account. You shouldn't have your mouth open unless you plan on taking it, unless you plan on being reckless and getting what I got. Then it would make sense as to why you bitching. You want what I got. You want it for yourself. That selfishness, is that selfishness showing its face? Right? Yeah. So y'all really need to think about what you're doing when y'all say this shit. And you fellas, ooh man, I really want to get off in y'all ass, because this is man, be a man, dog. Be a man. Stand on your own 2 feet. If your woman is coming for your shit like that, just tell her, look, baby, I'm not doing that. I break my ass to provide for this family. I break my ass to provide for y'all. I'm talking about the one who's actually doing what they supposed to be doing. I'm talking to the guys who's really doing what they supposed to be doing. You tell your woman straight up, look, baby, look, I break my ass. I go to work. I do what I'm supposed to be doing. I bring home a paycheck. I handle all these bills. I handle all this shit. I do everything I'm supposed to be doing. And you don't complain about all that shit. You don't complain about that. Why you complain about what I want to do for me? Is me doing for me not worth it? It's not worth it? You don't want me doing for me? And listen to her answer and her response. Depending on her answer and her response, you need to rethink this relationship with this woman, because she's finna run you through it. She's finna run you through it. You need to understand why she's really there. Is she really there for herself, or is she there for you? Because you're supposed to be there for her. You're not supposed to be in this relationship for yourself. She's not supposed to be in this relationship for herself. She's supposed to be in it for you. You're supposed to be in it for her. Y'all both looking after each other. Now, if you're looking out for her, but at the same time you're doing stuff for yourself, I can see it still working. But if you're in this relationship for yourself and you're doing everything solely for yourself, I can see it falling apart. You should be able to see it too. If she's in this relationship for her, she's looking at only for what she can get from the relationship, and she don't give a fuck what you got going on for yourself, I can see the relationship falling apart. Identify the signs, see for what it is, and move differently. Move differently. But don't put your head on the chopping block missing the red flags that she's telling you to cut off all of your shit that you like and love, and you don't see it. And your dumb ass moves like that, and she chops your shit off. Yeah, stop it. Stop it. I done seen dudes give up everything that they liked and loved down to the all they had was clothes. The whole entire house and everything in the house belonged to the woman. She done changed his furniture for the furniture that she likes. He done took his pictures off of his wall in the house that he bought and put everything that she wanted up. That shit don't belong to him no more. I done seen this man paint the whole house from the color that he liked to the color that she wanted, and he didn't even like the house no more because the color was different. And I done seen this man take out a shed to put a flower bed in because she liked the flower bed, and he had a shed that he had all kind of stuff in it that he liked and loved, but he just hadn't had time to really mess with it. This man took out a shed and put in a flower bed, not a garden, a flower bed, to make her happy. Changed his whole everything. And this man was bringing home all the money, stupid money. And in the end, she divorced him and took it all. This man made all these sacrifices for a woman who was in it for herself. And this, as much as a dude was a cool ass dude, do you have any idea the amount of dumbass you have to feel like to see all these red flags and her constantly bitching for you to change this and you to change that and you to change this to benefit her, and in the end she takes it all? You have any idea the amount of dumbass you have to feel like in the end? So that's what I'm saying, fellas. Don't get into the situation where you ignore the red flags of what a person is trying to do. They're trying to benefit for themselves. They're trying to get you to erase everything about you so they can insert everything about themselves. And in the end, you lose. Stop dealing with that shit. Don't deal with that shit. Stand on your own 2 feet and tell her, I'm not doing that, man. I'm not doing that. I love you, but I'm not finna sacrifice everything so that you can feel happy and I feel depleted. We're not doing that. We both need to feel like something's going on here. I'm benefiting from you. You're benefiting from me. That's how it goes. We're both supposed to feel that, not just you. And if she ain't willing to rock with that, let her go, bruh. Let her go. Find you somebody who can actually rock with you. Same with you, ladies, if that's what it is. If you're dealing with a dude who's like that to you, let that shit go, man. You ain't got to stay there and deal with that shit. Some of y'all get tied to shit that makes no sense. It makes no sense. And then later on, when shit falls apart, you're like, I should have seen the signs. Yeah, you should have. You should have seen the signs, but you didn't. You know what I mean? And then later on down the road, you want to blame somebody else. That is not smart. That's not smart. It's not smart. But take it for what it is. Like I always say, until next time, have a good night. They are so full of the cap, man. I can't take it, need to break it. If they